What is going on, people? Sorry if I sound a little congested. It's because I am. Uh, Ever since the beginning of the year, I've been battling different sicknesses and such, and right now I have the flu. So I apologize. Stick with me with my nasally sounding voice and such. But I came today uh, because I just finished watching a movie that came out on iTunes that I purchased that I think everyone should definitely go ahead check out. It's only on iTunes now, so for those who have Apple TVs and such, it'll be easy. But for those who don't, pretty much I just watched it on my computer just before. I just pretty much got done watching it just now. What movie is that? It's called The Resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts. Uh, it's a documentary shot at Diamond Dallas's Page's house for the most part. Him, uh, Diamond Dallas Page finding out about Jake the Snake and pretty much coming to try to help him out, bringing him from where he was to Diamond's house, and he just started doing the yoga. Made sure he didn't fall into his whatever you want to call it, like he was an alcoholic, he was into drugs and everything. So pretty much what Diamond Dallas Page did was bring him under his wing and watched him, you know, um, fight his demons, do yoga and such. I mean, this movie itself, not only is it gonna, personally, I enjoyed it a whole bunch because I did watch wrestling a whole lot when I was younger. Jake the Snake was, one of my favorite wrestlers back then. He just had that different kind of persona. So, not only does it have them two in it, it also has like Scott Hall. It has, some brief interviews with other wrestlers and such. But pretty much it just revolves around Diamond Dallas Page, Jake the Snake Roberts, the people at the house, and Scott Hall. Like I said, I was a big wrestling fan when I grew up. So I was more of a WWE fan. So, I never really followed Diamond Dallas Page crazy amount until, the Monday Night Wars. And then WCW started getting traction. So then I started watching both of them. And, Diamond was one of those, flamboyant, arrogant wrestlers. Again, I was a bigger WWE fan, so I knew who Scott Hall and who Jake the Snake Roberts was. So wrestling changed, and all these wrestlers are now gone. And I started with my YouTube thing, watching all these things, and then I noticed that they had DDP yoga, and then I would watch that, and at one point in my life I was trying to lose weight, so I'd watch the videos, and it just uh, I started seeing him bring on Jake the Snake, and then Scott Hall, and then they were talking about the movie. So of course, I was very intrigued, very interested in it. So yeah, I bought it today, and if you're a documentary fan, you don't even have to be a wrestling fan to enjoy this movie. If you like documentaries, if you like inspiring stories of seeing someone start from pretty much the bottom and then move up like Drake, I guess you want to call it. No, but it's definitely a very powerful um, documentary. Directed by the Steve Yu, I believe his name is. The way it was shot, the way it would how everything meshed, it was spot on, very very well done documentary. Um, like I said, I mean, you don't even have to be a wrestling fan to enjoy watching uh, this movie. If you're a documentary fan, it has a little bit of everything that you want. A lot of swearing in it, but it's definitely uh, a meteoric rise, I guess you want to call it. From he was huge. Jake the Snake was you know larger than life back then. He was one of the bigger, well known names. And then what happens when you're done with that? I mean, some people, I guess, You know, you hear it a lot too. A lot of people just, don't know how to do it. They're trying to do these indie circuits and everything, and you hear a lot for, especially from back then. Wrestling was different, times were different. That a lot of people would get addicted to, certain things because they didn't have the, drugness awareness and everything that they do now in the, I guess, in every sport. But I'd say definitely if you're a documentary fan, if you're just a wrestling fan in general, if you're a Jake the Snake Roberts fan, I'd say do yourself a favor and go ahead and watch the resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts. I'll leave the link to that in the bottom of this video, and yeah, I mean, this is my first review in a while, so if you would like, let me know how I did. Let me know if you're interested in the movie. I'd say again, definitely, it has my stamp of approval. I say go ahead, check that stuff out, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this review. Hopefully you go ahead and go purchase this movie. Show support to not only DDP Yoga, DDP himself, uh, Jake the Snake, and everybody who was involved with the movie, but just show your support in that way. So yeah, again, hopefully you enjoyed this nice little review. I'm gonna try to do a couple more throughout. I usually just show off my movies. I'm gonna try my crack at reviewing a lot more. So hopefully you stick around. Hopefully you go and uh, purchase that movie. And yeah, I will see you guys later.